Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Board YouTube channel for your Thursday pick and roll here for the April 10th NBA slate. And why this is a big one here today. It is our final regular season show of the season. It's been a long grind. It's been a successful season so far. We're looking to keep that going here today and looking to keep that going into the playoffs as well. So if you've been rocking with us this season, you enjoyed this episode, make sure you do smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, keep up to date with all of our playoff content as well. We're going to start off the show today with a recap of the previous show's picks, as we always do. Unfortunately, it was a 1-2 day. We had some strange injury news in the Houston game out of nowhere. We had an under on Bogdanovich for the Clippers. In the end, Houston decided to rest everybody, which kind of made sense, though we didn't see it coming. Despite that, we still got a really good closing line. Oh, no, we did. We originally had a good closing on Bogdanovich, but then it shot up near the end. So we had unfortunate injury news there on Bogdanovich. Yes, go ahead, Pips.
Yeah, Pavel was out late. They've seen Rockets arrested everyone, and then they decided, like, okay, let's arrest Pavel. Even though he did play 2 back-to-back games prior to this one, but when they just seen like the Rockets arresting everyone, they decided, okay, we don't need Pavel to win this one, and then Bogdanovich was like third scoring option.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I looked around like, I don't know, I feel like in the evening sometime, and it was positive closing line value still. So like, okay, we still have a good position. But
yeah,
yes, went away there.
ATR had like 14.5 points, rebounds, and assists before the Pavel getting ruled out. So yeah, we had a really good number. But then after Paul got ruled out, like that was also Rockets rolling out everyone. The defense was not existent. So yeah, that's one rough. Clay played like an idiot, like horrible game. He was like,
we had great closing line on this one. Closed at 13.5.
I just don't know what's happened. Like, you see the spacing and you see it's terrible, and then you expect something will open up because like they have clogged the paint, but then he just kept missing and then stopped shooting at all. So yeah, he got some good looks but didn't capitalize.
Yeah, had the shots, didn't get there. We did get a winner, though, on Justin Champagny. So, as I said, a 1-2 day. So, let's try to make this one a winning day to end off the regular season. To get us started, we're going to jump to the Minnesota game at Memphis. What do you have in this one for us?
You can see it on the FanDuel screen. Combo on Jaren Jackson Jr. over points and rebounds over 24.5. On FanDuel. You can share it.
Yeah, minus 122 on FanDuel for over 24.5 points plus rebounds, Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah, there are some minus 125s, also minus 129. So up to minus 130 should be good for this one. So we have it there. I'm going to open up on the screen. Weird line, in my opinion, for Jaren Jackson Jr. When he played 28 or more minutes this season with Morant and Bain, he covered this in 23 out of 29, averaging 28.6 points, rebounds, and assists. Play types look tough for him, but they do allow average transition. So when he was facing teams who allow some transition, who are not the best transition defense, outside of top, I would say 7. He covered this line in 21 out of 24 games, averaging 29 points and rebounds. Highest scoring on the screen is against the highest PR game is against the Wolves, 41 points, rebounds. Both Morant and Bain played. They were healthy in that game. Next game, against the Wolves, he had 35 points and rebounds. Also, healthy lineup of the Memphis. Everyone played. Morant, Bain, Ide. So he had a great numbers. He even covered this pretty easily against defense like Golden State Warriors, Lakers, Knicks twice actually. Then against Houston Rockets, they're very difficult matchup. Clippers, very difficult matchup. So he should be in an okay spot. looking at similar players, Bobby Portis, John Collins, Jaren Jackson himself, Tobias Harris covered this against the Wolves. So yeah, I think he should be okay. I honestly don't understand why the line pulled down that much when he averaged 28 points and rebounds on the season, moving it like from 27.5 to 24.5, 3 points and rebounds. Yeah, that's rough. I don't know why they did it, because he played twice, and in those 2 games he averaged 38 points and rebounds. So love the matchup tonight for Jaren Jackson. Love the number, actually. Mostly betting the poor number.
Yeah, and it's a big game here, so we don't have the fear. Well, we shouldn't have the fear of players resting. I think this is a humongous game. The Grizzlies up 1 game on the 8 seed Timberwolves. Grizzlies currently in the 6 seed, excuse me. A lot of things can flop around in the Western Conference at the moment. This is going to be absolute carnage for the rest of the season. But we'll keep it moving here in just a moment. As always, we give the shout out to our presenting sponsor here, where we got this play for today on the channel, the FanDuel Sportsbook. There's still opportunities with the NBA season where it's at. All of these big games, even some of the smaller games, you can find some edges with some different matchups, some different personnel. But with the final stretch of the NBA season, the playoff picture is changing by the minute. Every three-pointer, every fourth quarter comeback means that much more. And with live betting on FanDuel, you can make the playoff picture a little prettier. So even if you missed the first few minutes of the game or want to bet on a fourth quarter comeback, you can make your picks from the first whistle until the final buzzer. Plus, you can even combine those bets into a same-game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. However you want to play, now is the perfect time to join. New FanDuel customers get started with $250 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. In order to do that, just visit FanDuel.com/board or go to the link in the description. But that's FanDuel.com/board for your shot at $250 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. Must be 21 plus and present in select states where Kansas in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in DC. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit fanduel.com/RG. Call 1-888-79-777-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelpline.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts, or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. All right, we'll keep it moving down the list here. Jaren Jackson, by the way, still at that price on FanDuel. You can go and grab that one, even still at -122. We'll head to the next game here. This is a big game. This is a big game in the Eastern Conference as well. Maybe a little bit of seeding still up for grabs here, but definitely 2 teams that want to grab a win here today. It is the New York Knicks away at the Detroit Pistons. The Pistons favored by 3.5 for this one. Pips, how do you see it going?
Yeah, so the Pistons are favorite because they are back healthy. Cade is probable. Tobias Harris is probable. So they have everyone. On the other side, we have Josh Hart out, Mitchell Robinson out, and OG Anunoby out. So I would say the heart of the team is out. 2 biggest hustlers and best probably defensive players on the team are out. OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, and Hart. I would say 3 of them are top 3 on defense for the team. So, and hustle. So yeah, I don't know how these Knicks are going to look tonight. They have Jalen Brunson back, so it will be like a ton of Jalen Brunson Towns game. Achua and McBride probably starting in the spots for Hart and OG Anunoby. So Anunoby lately been high usage player, so they are now substituted by guys that don't have a high usage. So some of you that usage may need to go to Jalen Brunson and Towns. That's about it. Like, I don't think I'll have a bet for this one. I think the lines are kind of set well. I don't know what's the limit minutes. It's hard with tips, honestly. Like, I think they need to. I think he'll play them like hard minutes, but all the logic says they shouldn't do that.
Well, at this stage of the season, there hasn't been a ton of logic with a lot of what we're seeing here. So tough to predict, absolutely. But we found a good spot here on Jaren Jackson. We'll just quickly gloss over some of the other games on this slate today. Cleveland +9 against Indiana, which is a funny spread to see. But, Cleveland's already locked into the 1 seed, so what are they playing for?
Yeah, they are already ruled out Garland, Mitchell, Strus, and Mobley for this one.
Rightfully so. The Atlanta Hawks, who I need them to lose one more game, probably won't be losing today. They're 13-point favorites on the road at Brooklyn. And then it's Pelicans +15 +15.5 rather at the Milwaukee Bucks. So yeah, not a lot to do from those games. Any quick comments before we go to the Q&A?
Maybe something on Pelicans. Let me see. Just I need to check stuff. Last time they played the Bucks, it was a close game. Trying to see the games when they got blown out to see who closed. Reeves, Kane, Matkovic, Quinones against the Hornets. They played close game. I do think the one that should be closing games should be looking at Antonio Reeves. Honestly, I don't know even how this guy looks. I'll be honest. I've never seen him play. I don't know much about him. That's the part of the season where we are at now. So take it with a grain of salt. But I think this guy should perform tonight. He's a rookie. That's all I know for him. And I can see data shows that he can create his own shot. And he's shooting 45% from the floor, 42% from 3 on a huge volume. He averaged 16 points per 36 minutes. I'm talking about some numbers. I'll open it on the screen first, but in the starts, he averaged 17 points. In the April, last 4 games, he has 22% usage. Everything points out that this is a game for him. So I did all this talk and I checked 5 minutes before the show his lines. It was 13.5 and now it's 14.5 and I'll need to pass. Fuck.
All right.
That was painful. Yeah. I wanted to set it up for betting overs on Antonio Reeves, but seems like we won't be doing it. As someone saw the exact same thing as I did. Last game he scored. Last time they played Bucks was 3 days ago and he had 23 points. I wanted to bet the over and just got hammered. So, I did check this 10 minutes ago, and it was at 10 spots at 13.5, and now it's 14.5 everywhere.
Right. Somebody made a big bet.
Yep. Seems
and
like
everyone caught it.
Makes sense. Yeah.
It happens. All right. No problem there. We'll keep it moving then into the Q&A of the stream today. Before we do, actually, make sure you guys, to support this stream, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. As a reminder, no show tomorrow. I'm going to be away, so won't be able to stream. However, we will be back on Tuesday. That's the first day of the NBA play-in tournament. There's going to be 2 games on Tuesday, 2 games on Wednesday. We're going to cover all 4 of those games on the Tuesday stream. So Tuesday, April 15th. We're going to be live, same time, same place. We're going to be covering those play-in games for y'all. All right. You have 13.5, of course. Feel free to play that one on Antonio Reeves. And we'll keep it moving into the chat. All right, let's get started. We'll go all the way back to that Memphis-Minnesota game because Droshko's asking about John Morant under 6.5 assists at +110.
Yeah, I honestly don't want to do it. Like 6.5 is... I know the last couple of games he didn't dime, but 6.5 is very low. He averaged 7.3 on the season. He played Wolves twice. One game he didn't cover. played limited minutes. Second game, limited minutes, did cover. We could see him play real big time minutes tonight. Yeah, I would like see. I could see Ja playing like 34, 35, 36 minutes. Under is juiced, so honestly, like I don't know if you're getting like plus money, maybe worth it, but overall, not my bet.
Okay. We'll stay on this game then. We'll go to Vince Williams under 10.5 points plus assists.
This will make sense, but points and assists, I don't. 10.5, okay. But Wells is out. So Williams could be the one starting actually. When he is playing 20 plus minutes, he is already starting 70% of the games. Covered even against the OKC, covered even against the Knicks, covered against good teams. Didn't cover against the Clippers, shot 2 from 11. So, not a fan of it. Probably someone that sent this wasn't aware that Wells is out and Vince could be one starting.
Okay. Next, we'll do Ryan Rollins over 7.5 points at minus 115.
That should be a good bet. I don't even need to look much into it. Like that number seems off. He should be playing 20 plus minutes. Someone has said 20. So he played 20 plus minutes in almost every single game lately. So like when you look at 20 plus for him and without Dame, you get that he averaged 10.7. I will say Dame and Middleton out with Giannis in. That's how the environment is. And then he covered in 8 out of the 10. And Pelicans are one of the best matchups in the league. Not available on ton of spots, but if you have 7.5, that should be the play definitely.
Okay.
He scored 14. Like, though Giannis didn't play, but he scored 14 just 3 days ago against the Pelicans.
Okay. The last player prop question. Actually, we have a couple more coming in. So next one up is Jalen Brunson over 25.5 points at minus 117 without Anunoby and Hart playing.
Yeah, I was thinking about that one. That will be my play. I was thinking actually did FanDuel start working for us? I see nothing here now. Can you go to that game?
Yep. I mean, it's working for me. It could be a U.S. issue.
I'm not in US though.
Sorry, could just be it's working in Canada. It's 26.5 now. That I see. 25.5s exist.
Yeah. Can you check the Brunson 20 plus points and Towns 12 plus rebounds?
Yep.
Yeah, that won't be the good line.
Yeah, minus 134.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't do these. We are losing money on this season, so. But I do see like no Hart, who is the second best rebounder on the team. But if they start Achua, I don't think much changes. So yeah, Pimps wants nothing to do with US.
All right, we'll skip over the Brunson one then. Jelko asks about Dante DiVincenzo over 12.5 points at minus 105, minus 106.
Yeah. Last game against the Bucks, he shot 15 times. But he did have like a weird minutes prior to that stuff. Trying to think about it. He did play twice against one game against the Memphis healthy team. He scored 27 points. Matchup wise, I think that this is one of the best matchups in the league. They are bottom 10 in all 5. Maybe this is the bet actually. What's the price? Yeah, I see 11.5. Do we go there? Minus 125, minus 130. It's not widely available. So if you have minus 125 at 11.5, I think that's better than 12.5. And
Yeah, I don't see any 11 halves.
yeah,
Oh.
to see. Yeah.
Wait.
I
Yeah,
think-
not widely available.
Yeah.
But
I
if you
don't
have
know.
11 half, there you go.
He wasn't clearing this line entire season. Like when he gets like 22 to 30 minutes, he is not even close to covering this. So yeah, I don't know. The matchup is absolutely amazing. That's the thing. But on the season, he wasn't covering this at all. Let me see last 15. That we added last 15 on Props Madness. So you can see like this data shows like the entire season how this like, for example, Memphis defensive rating on the entire season, they are ranked as 12 in defensive rating. But if you take a look at the last 15 games, they are
Are you
14th.
showing something on
So
the screen? We only see Jalen Brunson still.
I opened, yeah.
Oh, different website.
I had 2 tabs, so I
Okay.
opened the wrong one. But yeah, the defense of Memphis kind of tanked, but they are kind of up there lately. With Ide and Jaren Jackson, they improved last couple of games, so they are average over the last 15. But on the side of Dante DiVincenzo, I don't think I won't bet this. Even though matchup looks great, shooting zones wise, play type wise, but he gets the minutes when he's playing well. Like when these things are going well for him. But look at this against the 76ers. He played 19 minutes. You don't want to bet over 12.5 for a guy that's playing 19 minutes. So I think that could be the thing in this one. Have you seen the numbers on the rebounding for Ide? We talked about it last time. Last 4 games, he averaged 17 rebounds.
Yeah, today 11.5. 10.5, 11.5.
Yep, incredible. What he new coaching just went and said we play Ide 30 plus minutes every night.
Yep.
weird stuff, and they won 3 in a row. But not some huge opponents, but they did win 3 in a row.
And he's playing well.
Yeah, he's playing well. That's it probably.
Okay, we had another addition here. Same game, Naz Reid over 12.5 points.
Same thing. Matchup great, line adjusted, and that's it.
Okay. Last question here. Drosko was asking about Jaylen Brown's line yesterday. It was at 12.5. I think it closed 14.5. He didn't end up playing, but just a strange line overall. Probably had a lot to do with some information regarding him not playing a full game, probably like half a game.
Yep.
So.
The opponent was very difficult. But best defense in the league, slowest pace in the league, and they played him 22 minutes game before, so 22 minutes against the slowest pace best team in the league should be like line at 13.5, 14.5. So the closing line was, I think it was good.
All right, that is it for our final regular season show of the season. Thank you so much for all the amazing support over the season. It doesn't stop for us. We're still going to be bringing some content in the playoffs. We still thank you so much for supporting us through the regular season. Once again, make sure you do hit the like button if you enjoyed this stream. Subscribe to the channel as well. Keep up to date with our playoff content. Lots of leans shared today, but it's just the one official pick. Jaren Jackson Jr. over 24.5 points plus rebounds, which we played minus 122 odds at our presenting sponsor on the channel, the FanDuel Sportsbook. Thanks so much again, everybody. No show tomorrow. We're going to be away for that one. We're back on Tuesday for the play-in tournament. We're covering all 4 play-in tournament games in that one. It's one you're not going to want to miss, so make sure the notification bell is on as well. And we hope you have a great weekend, and we do hope to see you right here on Tuesday. Thanks again, everybody.